Hello guys, this is Gestur from Gestur Farm, and today I am in another work. It's fence work. So today you'll be joining me tearing down a fence, old fence that was meant for sheep. So there's a lot of Icelandic nature here. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me see. Just like that. Yep, I hope that is like here's fences was here, and this fence, I don't know when it was made. It's probably from the year 1980 or something like that, or longer. But it looks like it looks for me it's like 30, 40, maybe 30 years old. I don't know when we started to use the metal net that we use today. I was like tearing down fence here. So there's a river there. This probably have a name, this river. I don't know it because we are here in this is like a Fljótsdalur it's called, or Fellin. So this is how it looks like there. It's like in the east of Iceland. Just having this job here to take this fence down and remake it. Old wire here. Yeah, normally we have ATVs or something like that, but it's like that far away from us that we need to own a trailer for that, and we don't. So I will just borrow some trailer when I actually need the our ATV, six-wheeler column, and while we are taking it down, we don't really need to six-wheeler. Not really. Only when we're like finish rolling this up, and then we start to need it. Because then we need to pick up the post, pick up the wire and everything. And that takes a little bit of time. Yeah, it's really nice sound from the river there. Yep. Yeah, the camera. I didn't know that I can actually press the button on the mic and it will stop the recording. So yeah, there's a can use it for, didn't know that, but now I know. Yeah, it's actually really nice, this lake here. We have a lake like that at home. I grew up with a lake like that. And this here. Here's a mushroom here. We call this kualupi. I was reading about this because I was going to cook it. But here's the flies that likes to lay eggs here in this here. So when you pick it, you're supposed to pick it like really early. And you know, you have to also check here if there's like some insects. See, like here, see there's stuff to eat. Yeah. So I have no idea about this mushroom. How was that? I was just reading about it because I was going to cook one and there was bugs inside, so I was like throwing it away. Yeah, like just like here. Yeah, here's like a metal post. They're actually used for if there's a lot of gravel on the soil or rocks. Yeah. Oh, I do have. It's not supposed to have measurement with me. Yeah, it's always like you can always find something strange in your pocket when you're a farmer, because like now I had my measuring tape with me, and yeah, like normally we take the post with a tractor, but they are like, I've noticed they're really loose here in the ground, so it's so really easy to pick them up, and that's way faster to do. And you know, I'm not really using really much force to it. I just hug it and just get a good grip and use my legs to pull it up, and if it doesn't, then I just leave it. I can just feel like when oh crap. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, this is like doing and nailing it this deep is not really good for the wire. And it, you know, of course it doesn't matter if I ruin it. but I rather want to do it properly. Like, yeah, see, it's just not that deep. For my experience at least. Let's use the small rope there. And these one are also really simple to pull up because there's not much surface to grip on. Yeah, there's also barbed wire here under. Yeah, all the remaining post, that is, like they will like be pulled up by the tractor like this one. But I just leave it. Like this here. I actually noticed that all these posts here, these posts here, they can actually be used for making charcoal. Farmers actually can do that. And just burn it at home or something, or like not burn it complete through, and then just burn it for a while and then put out the fire, and then you have a charcoal, and that charcoal is used for making your field fertile or your garden or something. So well, that's one way to get rid of old posts, and also like making you want to pick up your own trash, you know. Because here in Iceland there's so many fans that is in the ground, almost left there because the farmers quit or something, or just the family moved, not touched, and then just the fence will in the end just go down in the soil and or in the grass and be there. Or in the worst case, the fence can hurt someone, like sheep or something. And that's one of the reasons why it should be taken. It's actually in the laws in Iceland, but who cares about that? Like, you know, yeah, the trick about fencing here in Iceland is not have too many fences, unless you have full use for that fence. If you don't have use for the fence, then just take it down. Earlier the better. You see here this fence, it is old, but not that old that is much of a big deal of taking down. Yeah, you can see here a lamb or sheep go through here. It was supposed to be like this size. Imagine, you know, this is just a lamb. This type of net is technically not suitable for Icelandic lambs or sheep. because there's a wild Icelandic sheep. Yeah, this will probably be reused because it's actually an old telephone post, and they actually can live through the years, really. For this will just be replaced because the wire gets ruined before the post. Yeah, sturdy. It's like a field, small field. Yeah, this is like the correct way. The wire should be a little bit loose. Little bit loose in there. So, because here, when it gets cold or warm, the wire can move with it. Because the metal expand if it in the warmth. And in the cold, it's other way around. So, but yeah, this is probably also old telephone post. Just saw it in this size. It's probably like 5 in a post or something like that. You know, here in Iceland, you know the fence is old if you have this type of posts, because it's old. It's like way different now. But it's actually okay because it's a reuse, something that already been made. So it's a good thing. Some benefits of living on island. You try to use what you have. But I feel like this net is not that old. Maybe 10 years old, something like that. Maybe the posts are old, but not the net. Looks like it. Well, that one snapped. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because bird. They are stuck. This is like a type of post that I haven't seen before. It's always something new. Like even if you're really experienced, sometimes you let's do a dipping run. Putting an old net here. At least it's secured here. It won't go anywhere. At least he thought about it. Mm. Yeah, like here we're like going to even this out, and then remake it. You know, normally you put like the minimum number of the nails. You're gonna put three in it, in the 5 net. I don't know what it's called, nails. It's not the right word for it. Here in Icelandic we call it lykkjur, or lykkja if it's one. Well, it's when it gets when it gets a little bit hard, just get the wire with you and then go the other way. In the worst case, like you want to go under this wire here, like this, and then in the worst case you ruin the wire, but you know, it's really easy to fix that if you want to reuse the net. But I think no one really wants to use this net, even if it's free. Who knows? At least not making a whole fence with it. Just like a small fence, like 5 meters here and there. No, this can just stay on. Yeah, it's okay to leave the stumps inside the soil because it will just turn into soil. Well, this is a expensive way to use this post. These posts here in Iceland cost 2,500 each, when one normal post costs 500 each. So nail. I'm really surprised compared to my area. The barbed wire is not rusted through that much. It means the soil here is very dry and not much in a wet area, because when you start to oxidize it's very wet area. There's another mushroom. We call it gorkula in Icelandic. This is like area with a lot of forest on it. We call it this tree birki in Icelandic. It's very known. This This is one of the few trees that actually they were here 1,000 years ago. So. It's getting really warm. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna leave it or is the camera on? Yeah, it's on. I'm still getting used to the camera, at least this type of camera. Oh, yeah, it's magnetic. Yeah, so I'm going to check the viewpoint. Yeah, it's fixed. I don't want you to just look in the air or something. Just that'll be awkward. Yeah, it's really nice. It's warm compared to Iceland. No, it's not that warm. It's probably just, I don't know, 10 degrees or something. In Iceland we call that a warm. Yeah, it's easy to lose this one. And here, like, there's some evidence of thinking there's a gravel in here, but I don't see that. Probably it's very dense, like it's a very hard soil. Maybe that's the reason why they use this post here. This is an old telephone post. You can see that there was like a post in here on the end. It's before my time, but I really would like to try these old phones before, because there's many stories about them. Because if one farmer like talking on the phone, then the other can listen, because it's only one line. So technically there could only one farmer in the area talking on the phone at the same time. So you can't really, so you couldn't really make joke to other farmers because they might be listening. And sometimes you actually knew someone was listening by some noises they recognize in their houses or something. It's like a voice chat where someone you don't expect is listening. Like, well, you know, the old farmers, they didn't have anything, no social media on that time. So you can imagine, like, that if you want to talk to someone directly and there's a lot of people listening or see that message or something. Oh. Some Yeah, sometimes this can happen when in the spring the level of the water rise up, goes above the gravel here, eat the soil here. It is known that can happen, and there's not really nothing to do about it really, because you can take some rough rocks, put them all around here, but that is like really cost a lot. But you do a lot for the land if you do that. Like here, you like, you see here, this post. There's some sheep there. Just like that. You know, I think yeah, these one actually can be used again. You know, these posts can actually be used again if you want, but it's really unlikely. And you know, be not surprised if you need to change it after 1 year, 2 years, but at least you got a free post. You know, this fence, yeah, when it was made, this fence, it was probably one straight line. Well, not straight line. It was probably like something there and then went in the post there. Probably. Because here it's like the secret of fencing is just have this net tight, like really tight, but not too tight. Like yeah, there's like a curve here. You want to see the curve. Like you want to like stretch a little bit on in the most of the fence, but not straight out the curve. Then you have over tightened it, and then it's not really, because then they can not expand in the cold and in the winter and summer. So then it just lasts shorter. But it needs to be tight because if it's not tight, then here in the middle start to bend. and then also you ruin it really fast because the sheep might start to go through, and you know, when it snaps, then it's really hard to fix, or like not hard, it's like annoying to fix. But you know, because you know it could have been avoided if the fence is tight enough. There's a tree there. It's really so really nice, strange to see the nature doing its work here. Planting seeds here. So when these get big, then you can actually protect the area here from the river. Because it's like binding the soil together. So it's like protects it, I suppose. Yeah, there's a berry season now. The berries can actually be edible. We call it here in Iceland, we call it krækjuber. They're actually very tasty. You make jam out of it. Also, like if there's a lot, we can make a wine out of it also. Oh. It's all about keeping the back straight. Just use your legs. Oh. Here you need a hammer to break it. Let me try if we can. Oh, good in. I only have one tool with me because I don't want to carry all the whole package with me. Oh. Yeah, you can see this wire is supposed to keep the post straight, and if you do it not correctly, then this is the result. And you know, there's many ways to do that, but this is probably put after it's bent, probably. If not, then yeah, because when the posts start to tilt, the stretch goes away, and you talked before that when that happens, it's get loose, and the fence won't be as good as it could be. But this fence is actually not that. It's really whole, this fence. I think the reason is so little snow here, because this fence haven't been maintained for many, like really maintained. I think probably like last time when this net was put 20 years ago or something. I don't know. Yeah. There's some berries. These birds actually, what that birds are eating the geese. The great geese, we call them. We actually hunt the geese here in Iceland, and as soon as it starts freezing, the berries start, and also the berries start to get ruined. Then the geese comes down from the mountain on the fields, and then we start hunting. Oh yeah, there's an airplane right there, if you can see it. Well, it will just depends how much quality of the camera. The power of what DJI Osmo Nano or something. It's really, I think it's like really nice camera. This camera actually can make me work. Before I can use my hands. And that's how the things stopped getting done. But you can see there's a lot of things happening right now to still caught on camera. And it's not everyone that can see this beautiful landscape, the nature. Oh, I'll also be interested, like in other countries, like seeing like what you're seeing. This it's like this is like a pure no filter here. See, they're just going here. It actually have cut the wool from here. Someone, because normally there's a wool if they see like that. This is how this is put on, or with a wire. I think this is a wire from, I don't know what type of wire this is. tight. Feels like it's like that. It's a better wires. They can be used and not. But looks like it is, well, already served its purpose, so there's nothing to say about that. Did a job, but there's an easier way to do it, I would say. And easy is the mostly the best way. Yeah, it's starting to get cold now. You feel it? There must be a snow here, I don't know. Probably. Also, like when you make a fence, you really need to learn the landscape. You can't make fence everywhere here in Iceland because the snow is the main cause of ruining the fence. Just like that. Camera still there. Drop my, yeah, I need to check the, because I hit it. If it's changed the view 11%, yeah.